Welcome to Alberta's Real Estate History, Part 2, a presentation by Randy Bett. In Part 2, we'll take a look at the early settlements in Calgary at the end of the 18th century up to 1899. Calgary's history lies with the Northwest Mounted Police and the CPR. The Northwest Mounted Police base was established in an attempt to curb the abundant whisky trade and also to establish Ottawa's interest in the West. In 1874, the Northwest Mounted Police, who had just quelled the Métis Rebellion of 1870, headed west to settle the lands that would become Alberta. They chose a southern route and built Fort Macleod near Fort Whoop-Up and Fort Walsh, located in the Cypress Hills. And the Mounted Police, who reached the Bow River, contracted the American company I.G. Baker to build a fort called Calgary. In those first years of settlement, there were few settlers, as only a limited number of shacks existed. However, despite this stagnated growth, the CPR chose Fort Calgary as a site that would link the Northwest Territories to eastern Canada by rail. The railroad was completed in August of 1882. That brought massive growth to the area, and ranchers poured in to lease cheap land from the Dominion government, and Calgary became a base for the CPR and the ranching industry. As a result, Calgary quickly outpaced Edmonton's growth, complete with its own sawmills, log cabins, and frame houses. And in 1884, when its population exceeded 1,000, Calgary was officially recognized as a town. Then, in 1886, a fire nearly decimated the entire commercial sector. However, Calgary continued to grow, and the builders replaced the wooden buildings with sandstone buildings. And in 1889, Calgary featured large sandstone buildings such as the Alberta Hotel, the Bank of Montreal, and the Alexander Block, and also the famous Royal Hotel and the large Hudson's Bay department store were also built during that era. Calgary's wealthy entrepreneurs such as James Lougheed built elegant mansions, demonstrating the amount of capital and real estate potential in the area. And finally, in 1894, Calgary was recognized as a city. Now, at the same time, other towns prospered as well. By 1899, Medicine Hat, Fort Macleod, Lethbridge, Red Deer all evolved into towns. Some settlements grew along the CPR's route to Calgary. Medicine Hat originated from a CPR station in 1883. And by 1899, the town had 1,500 citizens and was well known for its luxurious hotels, particularly Assiniboine, which contained a bowling alley and a barber shop. The coal mining town of Lethbridge, also established in the 1880s. Fort Macleod, a Northwest Mounted Police station, became a base for ranchers in the area, and Red Deer was a stop along the Calgary-Edmonton wagon trail. In 1897, the CPR expansion created more settlements, particularly in the Crow's Nest area, where coal mining communities like Blairmore, Frank, Hillcrest, and Coleman began dotting the area. Stay tuned for more videos in this series. We look forward to seeing you soon.